And can you let me know in the comments if any of this resonates? Normally, I read tarot completely sober, and I don't really bring cannabis use into it, but we're gonna get used to this. We are going to find a way together to make this work. And do the damn thing. I don't take cards that fall out, okay? They're not allowed here. Hello everybody. Welcome to this very first episode of Stonerscopes. I never thought that I would merge these two parts of my life on camera, but here we are. So let me explain to you how this is going to work. So I've got some white buffalo today, which we will be dabbing in a moment. And then I have the tarot mood deck, which I thought would be fun for us today. And I'm going to pull like one or two cards for each sign. So this will apply to you. You're welcome to watch your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you don't know what those are, look up free natal chart generator if you want to look up your personal planets and placements and everything like that. So you can go find that out. But this reading will apply to your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I'm not going to put a timeline on when this reading is valid for because I don't know how often I want to do these yet. So bear with me while I work out some of the bugs. Maybe they're going to be maybe I'll be super consistent since there's a high demand for content right now with everything that's going on. So I hope you enjoy these. And I will post the timestamps in the description box if you would like to know and just skip to whichever signs I'm reading for that apply to you. So I'm saying this just for Instagram. Nothing is for sale. Obviously, I'm not encouraging anything in this video. I am just engaging in some extra fun activities right now. I'm just saying that for, online safety precautions or formalities and all that nonsense. And we need to clean it. Obviously, we clean our bangers. Oh man, I haven't had white buffalo in a long time. I really forgot how much I like that. Okay, who are we going to start with today? Let's see, the moon is in Taurus right now. So let's start with Taurus, shall we? So remember, it's good if you're a Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. Let's see, what is coming up for you today? 10 of Wands, building a boat, bust out another 1,000. So it's kind of like, what are you working on? What are you wanting to work on? What do you need to take off your plate potentially? I'm getting that it's like you might be in work mode right now, or this is something that is really calling you to take a load off, rest, relax. You don't need to be stressing that much. I think there's like a lot of unnecessary stress. So you kind of need to take a chill pill with that. I'm going to pull another card for you. Ooh, 6 of Wands. So victory, success. Yes, yes, yes. I think that's why you're pushing so hard too. It says, everybody look at me. I'm amazing at everything I do. I smell like a god. Do you even know what a god smells like? It's so great. So this is just telling me there's a good reason why you're putting in so much work. It's just a matter of making sure that you're pacing yourself appropriately because you can't just burn all your fuel in one sitting, So make sure you're You're taking time. This is a confirmation. Yes, everything is working, everything is moving, everything is growing and going in the right direction, but you need to make sure that you're pacing yourself appropriately. Okay, now we're going to do Gemini. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Here we go. What's in store for you? Okay, we have the dumbass. This is also known as the fool. It's literally called the dumbass, okay? Don't get mad at me. Basically, it's about blindly walking off a cliff. So I'm under the impression that this is more than likely how you're feeling, but it's also not a reflection of what is actually going to come. So this looks very cerebral and very mental to me. So I'm just getting that with this energy, it's probably the feeling and experience of you jumping off of a cliff, right? But let's see what else is going on. And then we have, it's called Brad the Manager, but this is the Chariot in a normal deck. So you have, this is a really important time because you have 2 major arcana cards. That's really significant. And I'm just getting, for you, it's like, there's a lot of this that has to do with your soul's growth. So that's what the Chariot is telling me. It's kind of like your life contract, your soul's highest expression of itself, your necessary growth that's occurring. So basically one of a few things might happen, right? Obviously there's this time and this energy of like people losing jobs and panicking, and there's all of this energy that's really, really kicked up right now, right? So maybe you are just sitting in so much unknown energy that that's just what's causing the discomfort. This is a reminder of your contract, right? So what are you here to do in this lifetime? And I think that there's like a necessary rearranging that's happening. It's just that I think you're feeling it a bit more intensely than other people. Of course, collectively this is happening, right? Like we can't ignore that. But for you, I feel like there's definitely something that is completely realigning within you. And so that is what's happening here, is like you need to trust the growth that's occurring from this. It might feel like madness, it might feel absolutely scary, but it's kind of like, just put yourself in a place where it's like, imagine what this is going to be like on the other side. Like that's what you actually want to focus on. Okay, Cancer. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. Noob of Dick Sticks. Okay, so this is Page of Wands. Yep, Page of Wands. That's, yes. Evaluation is going to be really big for you right now. So I actually think for you, this is a time when it's super focused within. Again, this is all something that can be tapped into in the collective. Collective energy is really, really potent right now for a lot of people. So many of us are turning in right now and evaluating different things. But normally this is like you want to do investigating, you want to figure things out. But I'm just getting for you that it's kind of like count your inventory, take stock of what you have, get clear on what isn't making sense for you right now, and then get clear on what is really aligned with you, what does feel really good. That's where you're going to want to focus your attention right now. Okay, and then your next card is Top Boy of Dick Sticks. So this is King of Wands. This is kind of like, once you figure out what your decision is or what your next direction is, or you evaluate and sift through whatever you're going through, that's actually what you want to own. The important thing here is that wishy-washiness is not going to go well. So once you decide something or you commit to something, you really need to stick to it. This feels really fixed when I'm reading this for you. So the moral of the story for you right now is you need to decide and you need to stick to it and you need to commit to it and you need to own your decisions and you need to just stand behind whatever you find out. because you're in a time of discovery. This is all about investigating, discovering things, getting more information, investigate, investigate, investigate. This is about ownership, owning that part of you, owning your decisions, getting fully behind it, using that king energy, the rulership piece. That's what you want to carry into everything else. Leo. My Leo friends. You know, Leos, you're my favorite sign. Straight up. I'm not going to hide here. Leos are my favorite. For real. You guys are the best. So, this is for you. Ooh, okay. Two of Cups. That works. That makes sense. I'm probably projecting onto this card. But either way, I think you guys probably want the Two of Cups. So, we're going to roll with it. And this is highlighting connection, right? Which makes sense. Of course, if there's an absence of connection, or if connection feels extra funky, that can make us want to get back to baseline more than ever. Now, relationships for you might feel extra close, extra tight. And then for some of you, you might feel eons away. It's up to you how you handle it. This is just saying, there's some information and there's some guidance in your relationships. Maybe that's something you're paying extra close attention to, or something you're wanting a lot more. It seems like it's really in your line of focus. Maybe it's just reflecting. Maybe you're just healing from a relationship, or you're pondering, you know, what's happening in my relationships, or you seem very relationship focused in whatever capacity. And then what is the other card? Okay, Mom, but this is also the Empress. Okay, so creative energy. This is also going to be giving to yourself, nurturing yourself, right? Filling your tank is going to be really, really important with this. This could also be like, call your mom if you haven't talked to her in a while. If you have, you know, that type of relationship with her. I do not have that type of relationship with my mother, so if not, that's completely okay too. No judgment. But for some of you, it might be reconnecting with your mother in whatever capacity. And this can also be you really utilizing your internal motherly nature, right? We all have that. We can all tap into that nurturing part of ourselves. And so this is a reminder to connect with that part of yourself, or connect in the world somehow through communication or whatever. All right, Virgo. I've got a Virgo moon myself. Okay. And then you have Six of Cups. So inner child work is going to be really important for you. Let's see what else is coming up. Ace of Crybabies. Okay. Ace of Cups. Processing emotions, doing things that fill your cup are going to be really important. Maybe you get hit with really intense emotions, because this is a lot of water, let me tell you. All of these cups in one itty bitty reading, yeah, that's some emotional processing if I've ever seen it. This is about meeting yourself internally, and maybe there is something that's either having you reflect or look at your emotional world. You know, that's something that is probably going to be really lit up at this time. So use that however you want. You know, you might be more sensitive. You might be more grouchy. You might be more reflective right now. So whatever the case may be, I think this is just a reminder to lean into it. And I also want to say, if you are feeling like you really, really need a break, and the emotional processing is really intense, and all of the work that you're doing is really intense, don't worry, that's completely okay. I don't think you need to force yourself to do anything right now. Rest might actually be a good solution, or a good way to cope right now. Okay, Libra. Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do we have? Six of Swords. I think things are probably feeling quite turbulent for you, which I completely understand. But for you, I think the water is probably particularly rocky in your world, whatever it is that you have going on. So let's see. I'm going to pull another card for you. Okay, and then this is the Nine of Swords. So this looks like a whole bunch of fear is getting lit up right now. So there's a whole bunch of things that are just extra, extra touchy and sensitive. That's okay. Know that you are going to come to dry land, because that's one of the things about the Six of Swords, is that it's like the water may be really turbulent right now, but it will change. It's not going to be this way forever. So you don't need to worry about, you know, the ongoing problem. It's something that will transform. Like you are going to move into this next stage of your life. You are going to come through this. Like the mental fear and what you have built up in your mind is not necessarily what's going to manifest. Like, just because you think it doesn't mean you have to believe it. It doesn't mean you need to, you know, go down the rabbit hole. You can take it easy on that. Okay, Scorpio. Sun, moon, and rising. Is this an opportunity? So it seems like you're really capitalizing on something right now. Maybe you've realized, oh, there's actually a significant reason or purpose or utility to this. Maybe it is your circumstances. Maybe it's much needed rest, or maybe it's some other means that are really helping you out right now. So you're finding an opportunity in all of this. So that should be exciting to see where that goes or what that becomes. Let's see what else. Okay, and then we have the Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles. And it's funny, it's like this dude is being really generous, except he's saying it's expired. So, like, really, how generous? I think that this is actually showing you being a bit more conservative with your energy, because this is like, yes, I'm spending my energy on an opportunity, but this down here is just showing that it's like in moderation, not overdoing it. So that actually looks nice and healthy. It actually looks like a really nice energy to be working with right now. So just make sure you're showing up. Keep an eye on your energy. It's very similar to the reading that I did for Taurus as well. Like, yes, but pump the brakes a little bit. Yes, it's a good idea, but don't overinvest in it if it's too taxing. Sagittarius, this is for you. Sun, moon, and rising. Okay, 8 of Wands. Rapid movement, rapid change, rapid growth, rapid. So if you're feeling like things are slowing down, I would say you need to reevaluate that, because you might be growing leaps and bounds internally. There might be a whole bunch of stuff that is working itself out in different areas of your life that you can't see, but that are moving really fast. Or it could be when things start up again, when you do feel the momentum, things are going to move quickly. So make sure you catch up on your rest right now. Recharge your battery, refill your tank. Do all of that now. And then what else do we have? We have the, Four of Swords. So it's kind of like, even if you're pissed off and angry or frustrated that things are seeming to slow down and come to a screeching halt or whatever, this is highlighting that you want to make sure that you're getting the things that you need now. Let's look at Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I definitely better pee before this trip. 3 of Wands. Okay, here's the deal. There is a lot going on out ahead of you, in front of you. You have tons and tons and tons and tons of things happening out in front. So if you're feeling a lot of pressure to like produce right now, it might actually be an illusion, right? Of course, it depends on your circumstances, but there's a lot more going on that you can't see that you don't understand, that it is going to take you down different paths. You know, there's a lot going on in this card. It is a lot of forward movement, forward energy, forward. It's like there is progress at each stage for different reasons. But this is more of like an impatience with it. So watch yourself on that. Try not to get too in your head about it and trust the timing of what's unfolding. And then we have Four of Pentacles. So wanting to be extra conservative with your energy. This is wanting to definitely not be frivolously spending it. And this also begs the question, because it is the Four of Pentacles, you know, are you feeling really unsupported in the material world? If you are feeling unsupported in the material world, it's kind of like, what is it that's going to help you shift out of that so you can actually, you know, get into a mentality and a mindset that works better for you. So the bottom line is conserving your energy making you feel good or making you freak out? The other thing you want to ask yourself is, are you getting impatient, or are you just realizing how long life is? Is it just putting things into perspective, like how much more there is to go? Or is it, you know, or do you feel interrupted? Right? Either one. There's no right or wrong with this. Aquarius, let's do it. Let's do it. Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, I'm jealous. This is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is like foundation, build it, lay it down. Don't slack off on projects right now, for real. Like if you're trying to build something, you need to do it now. You need to act now. You need to take action. You need to get it done. You need to make it happen. You need to put on your adult pants and do the damn thing. And the reason being is that there's so much payoff. It's like, why wouldn't you? There's so much to gain. You have no idea. And then there's also Nine of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you're getting money cards. You're getting like big money cards right here. So there's an opportunity for you to lay a foundation right now to make some awesome shit happen. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Three of Swords. Oh no. Oh. Okay. The Three of Swords, obviously grief, loss, heartbreak. I'm not honestly, like if there's not much going on in your life, I wouldn't worry about this. This is more than likely just emotional processing, which obviously if you are limited in what you can do, or you're stuck at home thinking when you're not used to doing that. I work from home already, so it's something that I'm doing constantly, but maybe you're having a different experience where a lot of stuff is coming up. So just know that that's what that is. And then you have Crazy Town, which is the moon. Welcome. The moon is Crazy Town. This is also Pisces card, so this is extra. This road trip looks like it's going to be an absolute shit show. Yeah, it's going to be crayfish instead of crawfish. So you actually have some really intense energy that's coming up. I apologize. You know, we've all got to bounce around on the emotional spectrum called being a human being. So that seems to be what you are dealing with at this point. And just make sure you're like quadrupling down on self-care right now, and you're going to be fine. Aries, last but certainly not least. Let's see what's going on. We've got the Star. This is you're about to be famous. Well, that's what it says on the card. I don't actually think you're about to be famous. Some of you who are watching this maybe hey, who knows? It's a big world, lots of stuff going on. But anyway, this star is really about there being, you know, a veil. Like there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you can't see, that you don't have permission to see. You know, treat that energy like it's a big old surprise. And this is just highlighting that things are aligning. Like alignment is key with the star. The right opportunities, people, places, things, stuff coming up, or whatever is going on behind the scenes. It's important for you to trust that and just know that everything is working out for your highest good. You don't need to force anything. Okay. It says cocaine's a hell of a drug. Now, this seems like a lot of uncharted mental territory or communication territory for you. So maybe this is like the way you're approaching communication, or communicating and being yourself online, or in your family and friend circles. Maybe you're setting more boundaries or doing things differently or thinking for yourself and being really vocal about that. You know, there's a lot of themes of that because the Knight of Swords is a rebel, right? He's going to do his own thing, come hell or high water. He doesn't care what you think. He's all about freedom and doing his thing how he wants to. Hey, I'm all here for it, right? That's great. That's awesome. That's fantastic. So you just want to lean in, because that seems to be how things are really going to work out for you. That's what's going to carry you over here. This is where we want to be. We want to be in the star, in that deep alignment space where everything is working out for us at all times, right? Ultimately, right? That's the thing. It doesn't mean you don't experience discomfort. It just means that ultimately what happens is things work out for me. So there we have it. So anyway, that's all that I've got for today. Thank you for joining me during this very first Stonerscope, and I give credit to my friends. I was actually on the phone with one, and I was texting another at the same time, and I was like, what should I call these things that I'm gonna do? And they both said Stonerscope at the exact same time, and they don't know each other. And that is how this whole thing was born. So I hope you've enjoyed, and thank you for being here while I experiment and get my footing. Just try different things out. So that is all for now, and I will see you next time. Bye. Ooh. Gross. What's on this? Whoop. Can't. Putting cards in the wrong way.